Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Honorable to the judge, my beloved opposite team, and all of the audience. Thank you for the opportunity. We are from Group 2 and 3 will debate about formal education are better than homeschooling. We are from affirmative teams. Me as the first speaker and moderator. My name is M.Farhansyah Sudjadi. I will talk about my point of view of formal education. Our second speaker is Binar Kharisma Alqarana. He will talk about his opinions about formal educations. And next, for the opposite teams, please introduce your teams.
Okay, thank you for the moderator. Let me introduce myself. My name is Anissa Rahmadiani as first speaker, and my friend Anissa Yulianda as the second speaker from the opposite time.
Okay, thank you, second speaker. Okay, now let's start our debating. Start from first speaker of affirmative team. Please give your statement. Okay, thank you, moderator. Okay, this house believes that formal education is better than homeschooling educations. So far, I've been experienced it, and according to people, formal education is better because it has superiority such as formal education offers students the chance to interact with the others, develop the independence and social skills. Receiving material formal educations often ensures that students are exposed to a variety of situations that would otherwise be non-existent in homeschooling. Formal educations offer the advantage of learning how to interact in the world, which is full of all sorts of social situations. For example, a child begins homeschooling after starting school because they feel uncomfortable with strangers. Eventually, they have to go to school or college. They will be unfamiliar with how they should be interact or act with others. Furthermore, for formal educations, in the classroom, education is taught by certified teachers using trusted material and can last a long time. The formal education is given by specially qualified teachers. They are supposed to be efficient in the art of instructions. It also observes the strict of disciplines. The students and the teacher both are aware of the facts and engage themselves in the process of education. According to Umar Hamalik, says that education is the process in order to influence the students to be able to adjust themselves as the best as possible to environment and thus will cause the change in themselves that enable to function strongly in the people life. Therefore, education is guidance or assistance given by adults to develop the children to reach adulthood with the aim that children are sufficiently capable of carrying out their own life tasks, not with the help of others. That's all for me. Thank you. Okay, now first speaker of opposite team, please give your statement.
Okay, thank you for the moderator. Now, this house believe formal education more better than homeschooling. Okay, public school may also limit the achievement of students. Some schools are ill-equipped, whether financially or faculty-wise, to provide advanced or accelerated level course for the students who have been shown to consistently score well academically. And then, homeschooling is another option for education. There are a lot of reasons for this. One is because their children get the individualized education that the parents want them to. The education is totally geared around the child and will work towards their strengths and help them with their weakness. The parents get to spend a lot of time home with their kids. So while the kids are being educated, they are also bonding with their kids. Now I will explain you. The advantage of homeschooling. Although it is considered to be an alternative form of education, homeschooling is one of the oldest forms of education in the world. That's right. First, one-on-one teaching. The average size of a class between 19 until 35, depending on the region. A public school teacher has to focus on all the children in the class, while in homeschooling, parents mostly focus only on one child. Flexible schedules. If your kids goes to a public school, you certainly need an early alarm every day. You rest against time every morning in a time to get your child to school in time. In all the course, the child sometimes miss the breakfast, the most important meal of the day. Choose homeschooling and you won't have to go through the crazy morning routines. Your morning will be more relaxed and you can change your study or play schedule. Next, save your time. You need to take care of several things when the child goes to school. A lot of time is spent every day in getting ready for school. And then the advantage of homeschooling is parent-child bonding. Homeschooling allows to spend more time with your child every day, and you get to know each other better. Spending productive time together is also one of the best way to teach your child manners, social or public behavior, and personal boundaries. And the last is focus on child's talents. Public school education focus on exposing the child to multiple subjects and topics. So a school-going kids may know more but only to a limited extent. That's enough for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, first speaker of opposite teams. Now, second speaker of affirmative teams, please give your statement.
Yes, thank you. This house believes that formal education is more better than homeschooling. Firstly, I think it is more better than homeschooling because the student can choose the schedule when the study starts, time for rest, and when the students want to finish the study. Formal education is the driver of modernization. In the olden days, when the formal education was absent, life activities were much difficult. This could be seen in the field of agriculture where hoes and machetes were used instead of machines as in modernized agriculture today. Also, several ungodly practices were occurring during those periods of complete informal education. But today, formal education has changed our society from ancient to modern, making technology very available and useful. Also, bad cultural practices such as the killing of twins and the slave trade have all been abolished as a result of the presence of formal education. Indeed, formal education burned the bridge of ignorance. Secondly, as I know, the amount of the student not more than 30. Of course, the student will more concentrate and more relax with these situations. Formal education completes a man. A man may have an informal education, but yet he is incomplete and might always have feel intimidated by the educated elites of the society. Formal education completes a man and brings out the intellectual best in him. Without formal education, a man may remain incomplete and unable to attain full potential in life. But with formal education, one can become a scientist, clergy, ambassador, teacher, etc. These prestigious professions are only achievable with formal education. According to Bern Larson 2080, formal education has objectives for each level which build each other over multiple years. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, second speaker of affirmative teams. Now, second speaker of opposite
Okay,
teams,
thank you.
please give your statement.
Homeschooling, also known as home education, is a process of delivering education to child at home. Many parents have started adopting homeschooling for various reasons, such as lack of curriculum, lack of private schools, and other such factors. Now, I'm talking about homeschooling, which is growing popular by each passing day and has a growth rate of 7 to 15% per year. Currently, there are about 2 million children currently learning at home. The concept of homeschooling, though an age-old education practice, has regained popularity in the present time, mostly in countries like US, Australia, UK, Japan, Russia, and many more. Parents may choose to homeschooling their children for several reasons. They want a great control and responsibility over what kids are learning, want to spend more time with kids, want to teach religious subjects, or maybe their child can attend a regular school due to illness. Whatever the reason may be, some of the major benefits of homeschooling over traditional schools have been discussed here. Here are reasons. The first, personal attention. Homeschooling enables personal attention, and with this, the child can clear the adults without hesitation. In formal schooling, with so many children, the attention of the professor is already divided, and your child can hesitate to ask adult. Second, flexible schedule. Homeschooling gives an opportunity for a flexible schedule, and you won't have to wake your children up early every morning. And third, time saving. When child goes to school, they spend extra time getting ready for school and traveling, which can be reduced with homeschooling. And the last, reduce paperwork. The paperwork and formalities involved in formal school are more in homeschooling, like of assignment, tests, and homework also reduce paperwork. I think homeschooling is not a bad option. However, it all depends in situation. It is possible for you to send for child to a public or private school, then do that for enhance personal growth of the child. If it is not possible due to any reason such as lack of good schools in the nearby area, then consider homeschooling. That's all for me. Thank you.
Okay, now for rebuttals. Rebuttal sessions start from opposite team, rebut the affirmative teams. Opposite teams, please give your rebut to affirmative teams.
Okay, wait a minute. Okay, and I want to ask, we know that the formal education that many interact with many people. How do I respond to people who like bullying? Many parents are choosing his son to homeschooling because the state of bullying. How your feedback?
Okay, thank you. Second speaker. Okay, what is your
Okay,
feedback?
thank you. I have 3 points to answer your questions. First, we have to relax. And I know sometimes we scared of another person, but when we scared about another person, we will have to say to ourselves, he is not my equal, or she is my not equal. You don't have to. You don't have to afraid to against bullying. And you say to them, don't ever mess with me. That's first. But secondly, yes, as I said before, you have to be brave. When you feeling not afraid, when you have a feeling scared of another person, you can find another friend more adult than you, more older than you. They can um, protect you or defend you. And thirdly, you don't have to care about them. Just building empire. Be smart, studying, and don't care about them. Don't care about them, I said again. Just take care about yourself. That's all. Thank you.
Excuse me, and I think I think to bullying homeschooling, I think bullying homeschooling is better than formal education because it will make the dangers of children if it should be a formal education, I think.
Okay, thank you. Is that can be accept? Affirmative team?
Yes,
Affirmative team?
I appreciate it.
Okay, now exchange. For rebuttal, start from affirmative team to opposite team. Okay, about statement from opposite team, I don't agree with homeschooling because there's more disadvantage than formal education, such as one of education center Pilar Bangsa. They just give students a test and they don't give students learn face to face to the teachers. This make homeschooling look less than formal educations. Or do you have better opinions for your statement?
Okay, thank you so much. Now, I would like to answer your question. Although it is considered to be an alternative from education, I don't think so about your statement. Even though homeschooling have a disadvantage, but in several situations, they don't only give the talks with the student. They can face to face between teacher and student in the same place. It will make the learning more conducive than public school and easier, especially for who have the full activity and full job. I think homeschooling is suitable from there. It depends the situation. Thank you. That's enough for me. It is clear.
Yes, that's clear. Now, for the last one of the above theme, please give your conclusions for this debating. Please, one of both of the teams, please give your statements or conclusions.
Yes, thank you. I think the conclusion is, from me, formal education is education delivered by trained teachers in a sequential manner within schools or universities. It is used to polish an individual to become a greater personality in society. And informal education is what everyone has, but formal education is what an opportune few have. And that's why it is a special. There is no doubt saying that formal education is better than informal education, with the following reasons of mine. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, affirmative teams. Now, next, opposite team, please give your conclusions and reasons.
Okay, thank you for the moderator. I'm from the opposite team. Would like to give the conclusion in this topic. So, homeschooling is better than public school for some aspect. The children and parents who join homeschooling feel that they get some advantage for their future. It's not only about the education that given by homeschooling teacher, but also about the social interaction and the flexibility of the time. And then, uh, It will make them learn well and enjoy the lesson. Joint homeschooling also good for children's characteristic because they only spending their time with parents and people that their parents approve. So that some people are agree that homeschooling is better than public school with all of the fact that have been shown. Okay, that's enough for me. Thank you.
Okay, thank you opposite teams, but it's still less. Can you
I'll
give me
give
more
conclusion
your
too.
conclusions about homeschooling?
Okay, and
Yes.
homeschooling is not bad option. However, it all depends in situation. If it is possible for you to send for child to a public or private school, then do that for enhanced person growth of the child. If it is not possible due to any reason such as lack of good schools in the nearby area, they consider homeschooling. That is not for me.
Thank you, both of teams. Both of teams has do their best performance, and thank you for the participate. Let's give applause for both the teams. And let's close our debate. We are from group 2 and 3. That's all from us. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam.